guys, coaches, both Marcus and Coach Masher, were talking about how the offense has advanced this year compared to last year. Shane credited to you and Jake, running backs, O-line, just everybody being back. What's different for you, especially the relationship with Jake, as far as how the offense has advanced?
Yeah, they've done a good job of covering that. I think a great offensive line, some running backs, and some guys out on the outside making some plays has been huge for us. So going into it, it's a group of guys that we're comfortable with and that we're excited to be around.
How has the communication between you and Jake changed, or what advance looks like between you two? Is it just more by way of verbally, kind of read each other better? Or?
I don't know if it's changed. I think it's just gotten better over the past 4 years. I think whenever you have 4 years with an offensive line, it's going to be good, and they've done a really good job, and it's an honor of mine to be playing behind them.
How has Brendan's injury impacted you in this offense? I know you're very close with him too, beyond the on the field component. So just what has that been like for you the last week or so?
It's really tough. It's really tough for a guy that's put in so much for this program and was so excited to be out there, and we're all there for him. We've been there for him, and we know he's doing everything he can to be back out on the field.
He's a buddy of yours. Does that make it even tougher for you personally?
Yeah, when we live in the same house, so we're roommates, and just being around him as much as I can, watching movies, just hanging out with him, because I've been there before, and I know how it feels, and he's a tough guy, so he's doing everything right.
How you feeling with some of those younger receivers, with Micah, with BA, with even Juwan? I know he's not young, but a newer guy. How do you feel chemistry-wise with some of the guys who've stepped in and gotten more of those reps?
They've done a really good job. They've stepped up, and they kind of realized that there's a possibility of playing, so a lot of those guys have stepped up and doing a great job in the weight room and on the field and in the film room as well.
At last year's camp, did you have a sense that the connection between you and Dylan would be special, and do you feel like you have that kind of chemistry with more guys this year?
Yeah, we knew Dylan was going to be a special player. He's been making plays since the first day he showed up, but yeah, a bunch of guys out there making plays, so it's a little bit different than last year, and it's exciting, so I'm looking forward to it.
Out of all the situational stuff you guys have been doing in practice, is there any particular area where you're like, okay, we need to get better at that?
I think probably all of them. I think third downs, 2-minute drill, 4-minute drill. I think we're doing a good job of covering all the situations.
Anything specific tomorrow you're really going to be trying to accomplish, you're looking for?
Put up as many points as we can, I think.
I was talking to the coaches yesterday about the 2-minute, 4-minute, and does who wins that drill really matter? And for them, it's all about evaluation and watching film. But for you guys, does it matter to win in those situations in the moment?
I think it's important for the offense to do what we're told. I know Tyler and we split, so he goes on the other side of the field, but I'm rooting for him, and I think as long as both offenses do their job, it's good for us.
How different is it for you, where I know BA was on the team last year, but he was redshirting, so, but to have him as a target and Juwan, it's a taller wide receiver core with these guys.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's a good problem to have, and Brian's done a great job. He's put on some weight and looks really good out there, so he's a great option. Juwan, like you said, is something special.
We've heard a lot about Micah. We can't obviously see practice, but is he as good as what everyone's saying he is?
I haven't heard too much of what's been saying, but he's special, so I'm sure that they're probably doing a good job of telling him how good he is, so he's done a really good job.
What makes him so good on the field in the receiver position for you guys?
I don't think he has any drops for the past 12 practices. He's a smart guy, knows what he's doing, runs really good routes, and is pretty fast as well.
It's a good way to build confidence with his quarterback.
Yeah, he's done a good job, so I'm really excited to see him play, because I know he's going to play and he's going to make some big plays this year.
Does camp feel different now that you're in year 2 with Arroyo after changing, or is that overstated?
No, I think you get some continuity. So it's actually year 3 with him.
Right.
And yes, and going forward, we're doing our stuff. We've got film on what we've been doing, and we're not learning too much, and always trying to fix things that we've been doing, and always looking forward. So it's been a blessing.
Jake was saying you also have a little bit more freedom by way of audibles and things that you can do on the field. Is that how different is that? I mean, what more is there?
Yeah, I think it's kind of what we've been doing, but just with some slight changes and adding to it. So we've took what we've been able to do and just adding to it. So we're not drinking through a fire hose at all right now.
What are a couple things you think you guys really need to focus on to be prepared for that environment and Auburn in a couple of weeks?
Fortunately, I think we've played in some pretty big games before, a few college game days, and A lot of the guys are coming back, and they're experienced guys. So I would say probably just get the younger guys dialed up and focused in and do everything we can to win.
Who's had the best camp?
It's a tough question. There are a bunch of guys, both on offense and defense. I'd say Micah Pittman's up there. I think Tyler Shucks had a really good camp as well. A few running backs, Travis and CJ. Then the offensive line, they're as steady as ever.
Why do you say Tyler?
He's done a great job learning and progressing, and he's a guy that everyone has complete trust in as well.
Anybody on defense that's been a thorn in your side in particular?
Troy Dye as usual. He's done a really good job, and it's tough to go against him, but he makes us better. So thankful for him.